Summary of Leviticus 18 to 23 NLT. Leviticus 18, forbidden sexual practices. God commands Israel not to follow the sexual practices of Egypt and Canaan. Forbidden relationships include close relatives incest, adultery, homosexuality, bestiality. Child sacrifice to Molech is strictly forbidden. These sins defile the land, and if Israel commits them, they will be expelled just as the Canaanites were. Leviticus 19, holiness in daily life. God calls Israel to be holy because he is holy. Commands included: honor parents and observe the Sabbath. Leave part of the harvest for the poor. Do not steal, lie, or deceive others. Do not seek revenge but love your neighbor as yourself. Avoid pagan practices like cutting the body for the dead or using witchcraft. Be just and fair in business. Show kindness to foreigners in the land. Leviticus 20 punishments for sin. Severe punishments for sins like child sacrifice to Molech gives death. Cursing parents gives death. Adultery, incest, homosexuality, bestiality gives death. Israel must remain separate from other nations and be holy to God. Leviticus 21, rules for priests. Priests must be set apart and avoid defilement. They cannot touch a dead body except for close family. The high priest must marry a virgin and not tear his clothes in mourning. Priests with physical defects cannot offer sacrifices, but may eat from holy offerings. Leviticus to 2 acceptable offerings. Only ceremonially clean priests may eat sacred food. Sacrificial animals must be without defects, no injured, blind, or sick animals. Offerings must be given willingly and at the right time to be accepted by God. Leviticus 23, the Lord's appointed festivals. Sabbath or a day of rest every week. Passover and festival of unleavened bread, remembering Israel's exodus from Egypt. First fruits, offering the first part of the harvest to God. Pentecost festival of weeks, celebrating the wheat harvest. Festival of trumpets, Rosh Hashanah, a sacred assembly with trumpet blasts. Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, the holiest day for repentance and atonement. Festival of Tabernacles, Sukkot, living in temporary shelters to remember Israel's journey in the wilderness. These chapters emphasize holiness, obedience, and worship, showing how Israel must be distinct from other nations in their morality, leadership, and festivals.